I have some storylines about the American League East, and I want to start with, the New York Yankees. Because, of course, baseball, the New York Yankees, they're the most well-known franchise in baseball. That's where we're starting. I want to start with their pitching. My first storyline in the American League East is the Yankees' pitching production. This is going to be interesting and something we have to keep an eye on this year because the Yankees' offense is good. Their pitching lacks depth, especially their starting rotation. Behind Gerrit Cole, who when he's on can be great, even when he's not on. He is elite. What else are you going to get from that rotation? It really does worry me. The New York Yankees are going to put up runs. Let me change that. The New York Yankees have to put up runs. When you think of the New York Yankees over the course of the last couple of decades, seemingly, they have to hit. They're going to hit a bunch of home runs. They're going to put up runs in bunches. And you got to figure out what you're going to get from the pitching. So if you don't put up runs in bunches, what's going to happen? They're going to be a 85 to 90 win team that maybe makes a wild card spot and then doesn't do much in the playoffs, as we've seen year in and year out over the course of the last decade. The Yankees have to produce offensively. This team is built around their offense. So that's why, for me, this storyline is what can you get from their pitching? Gerrit Cole, Jordan Montgomery as their 2. What are you going to get from Severino? Can they make a deal at some point in the year? I will really be keeping an eye on the Yankees pitching because, to me, that is the key factor for their season. The key for the New York Yankees this year will be what can they get from their pitching staff. We know they're going to put up runs. If they can put together a good year on the mound, well, that makes them one of the best teams in baseball for sure. But can that happen? I don't know. There's a lot of question marks with that rotation, a lot of question marks in that bullpen as well. So the pitching production is a storyline for me. Moving on to another storyline in the American League East, the Toronto Blue Jays. I love this team. That should just be the story. That should be it. That should be the storyline. I love this Toronto Blue Jays team. They do have a new look to them this year. So my storyline here is, what is this new look Blue Jays team gonna do? Because they have the potential. Honestly, the potential is endless for this team. Okay, so you lose Robbie Ray, Cy Young Award winner. Yes, big guy leaving the team. That hurts. You lose Marcus Semien, an MVP finalist. Yes, that hurts. But you look around the team. They add Kevin Gausman to the pitching rotation. Jose Barrios will have a full year. Alek Manoah will be good. Kikuchi has come over. I think that adds good depth to the rotation. And then you look at the offense. That is just another year older for a team that is so young and so talented. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. could have won the MVP last year if we didn't see perhaps the greatest season of all time from Shohei Ohtani. Bo Bichette is going to continue to get better. Kevin Biggio will come back from injury. Teoscar Hernandez is great. But some big additions. A very big addition, in my opinion, Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman is the best defender in baseball. And to me, there is no arguing that. And I'm not saying he's the best defender at third base. I am saying Matt Chapman is the best defensive player in baseball. He's also not too shabby offensively. At the plate, the last couple of years, he's been dealing with a few injuries. He's looked good in spring training, hit a couple home runs. I like Matt Chapman a lot. I like what he brings to this team a lot. So this new look Blue Jays team, what can they do? I'm excited to see them. I'm a believer in the Blue Jays. We'll get to all of that throughout this episode. I'm a believer in this new team. But a storyline that will show itself throughout the regular season is, what can this new look Blue Jays team do? Can it compete, as I believe it will, in the American League East with the big dogs, the Yankees, the Red Sox? And I'm going to include the Rays in that big dog comment because they produce as if they were a big dog. So, new look Blue Jays this year that everybody should be excited to watch, honestly. Everybody should tune in for Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero is just pure must-watch television every time he takes the field. Next storyline in the American League East for me, and my final storyline, I'm going to be doing 3 per division, 3 bold predictions per division. My third prediction, or my third storyline in the AL East is Wander Franco. Can Wander Franco propel the Rays? Wander Franco, in my opinion, is going to be one of the best shortstops in baseball this year. The Rays need that. They need it bad. You look around this team, and they do it every single year. They do this every year. They put together a team on paper that if you didn't know anything about the game of baseball, despite who the best players were and who was going to be good and who's typically not good, you would look at the Rays roster and say, in the division like that, in the AL East, they're going to finish 4th. Somehow, every single year they figure it out, and it's because guys like Wander Franco, who it appears he can be that guy for them, they step up. So they need Wander Franco to step up. They make a trade just the other day with the Detroit Tigers. Austin Meadows, gone, out. He had over 100 RBIs last year. So they need the production to come from Wander Franco. Can he take that next step that it looks like he's going to take? Can he propel that Rays team to be elite like they have been over the last few years? So when I look at the AL East, a key factor for me, because you know the teams that will be there. You know that it's going to be a 4-team race. I don't think any of the 4 are going to fall way behind. You know it's going to be the Jays, the Rays, the Red Sox, and the Yankees all fighting. Can Wander Franco be that guy that makes the Rays elite and pushes them over the top? I'm never going to bet against it. I won't bet against him because I like him, and I will never, ever bet against the Rays because they just always seem to shock. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.